I'm Dean and I've been dropshipping now for a couple of years, but today I'm going to see what it's like for a beginner who's just started ecom. In this particular challenge, I tried dropshipping with only $100. Wow. £100 in English money, to see the kind of realistic results I'd get by testing a winning product. Now the main rule in this challenge is I only have £100 to spend on promoting this product. I can't use any kind of cheat codes or advanced knowledge or methods like suppliers that will give me really good rates on cost of goods or shipping. I have to just do whatever's available to a beginner. And I can't use anything particularly advanced that I wouldn't know about as a beginner that would make it particularly a lot easier for me to do this challenge. So I have to do things which are based on publicly available knowledge and free or paid services that everyone has access to. And also I have to make an entirely brand new Shopify store and start from scratch to make it more realistic. Okay, so the first step is obviously finding our winning product. Now to do this, I'm going to use some spy tools, as well as some other methods like the meta ads library on Facebook and also TikTok to scrape some user-generated content. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now and let you know when I find something that's promising. Now the first method I like to use when I'm doing product research is the meta ad library. So this is basically Facebook's library of ads from all the advertisers promoting their products. Now this is a free method, so I just click on all locations, but you can also sort by a specific location, and then I go on all ads. We'd start by adding in a kind of particular keyword, right? So for an example, we could do something like 50% off, which is like a typical phrase you type in for dropshipping, and see what comes up, and it will literally just scrape all the ads on Facebook. So now we can see some like generic like Christmas ads. We have ads for clothing. You can ignore these buttons. I have like a plugin where I can save videos a little bit easier and download them and basically rip content, which I wouldn't recommend doing. Always edit it first. But you can see we have a few different brands here. So we have like these guys running some clothes, but it also says inactive, which means they're not actually still running the ad, which means the product's probably dead. So if you go to filters, which is behind my camera here, and then you press on active status and just go on active ads only and apply that filter, then we can just search for ads that are only active right now. So this is only going to show us stuff that people are running. Now this has started running on December the 15th, so they've been running it for 4 days already, and they're running loads that have started like on December the 8th, and these are still active. So that tells me that these jewelry rings are probably profitable because some of them have been running since the 8th, so that's 11 days. It's the 19th right now. So what I would do is I would find anything that's been running at least for like 5 to 7 days, and a bonus would be any that have like multiple active ads. So if you have a few that say like at the top, for an example, this one says 2 ads use this creative in text. If you have one that has like maybe 5 to 10 ads that use the same creative in text and they've been running for 5 to 7 days, that could potentially be a clue that you're onto something or you found a winner. Also, there's some other phrases too, like free shipping. Not all normal brands do free shipping. It's kind of like a generic dropship gimmick just to improve the offer. So that's also a good keyword to actually find stuff in the meta ad library. Like you can see, I found these earphones right here, which kind of just look like a dropshipping product. 70% off is another keyword that works well too. So you want to be searching for these kind of things to find products. And then obviously you can just validate them using the method I told you, and that could be how you do product research. Now another one of my favorite ad spy tools and methods I use to actually find products is using Miner. Miner is basically an ad spy tool that allows us to see ads on Facebook. We can see ads on Pinterest, and also as well as Pinterest, we can also view ads on TikTok. And there's a few different key performance indicators we can filter by on the left hand side. We can have a look at weekly winners, best of the month, things which perform well during the current season, also specifically dropshipping products. And they also have on the dashboard daily winning products that you can view on all the different platforms, and you can go ahead and test them. Now I particularly use this because there's also a product tool on here where you can look for winning products and use the same kind of features and filters. And mine in particular I use exclusively to look at things on Pinterest and Facebook, because I found that Miner is possibly the best Facebook ad spy research tool, so that's what I mainly use Miner for. I'll make sure to link Miner down below and all the other methods and tools that I mentioned in this video. Now the next one I use is called PP ads. Now PP ads is really good specifically for TikTok. So Miner is probably the best Facebook ad spy tool out there, and it's also really good for Pinterest. But I use PP ads mostly for TikTok because TikTok is where I like to scrape a lot of UGC content off. And this is really great to see other competitors running the same or similar ads. And you can also filter by the popularity score here. We could go to Dropship. I could say in the last 3 months, what is the ad which has the most ad impressions? And I could do this kind of filter, and it'll show me products which have all the best ad ad impressions. I could also change the call to action to be shop now and the ecom platform to be Shopify. And we could filter the ads with the most impressions over the last 3 months that selling dropshipping products on Shopify. Then what I can do is if I see one I like this one, which is called Wonder Prince, I can click on it and it'll show me how many ad impressions it has, how many days it's been running for, the like rate, the platform it's running on, the estimated number of orders they think they've received in this period, and also the cost that they maybe spent on the ads. And we can see like the CPM indicators, the audience they're marketing to, and the countries. So you can see actual ad data, so you can take the targeting and test the same product. Then you can just click on the website and have a look. They also have a product search feature as well, so you can have a look for actual products which are working right now on TikTok. And you can also see these lists, like advertising lists, to have a look at winning products, and they have some exclusive videos and the top products, which shows what has the highest growth rate in the past day, for an example. So I use PP ads for TikTok, I use Miner for Facebook and Pinterest, and I use the Facebook Meta Ads library. Now another key method I actually use is also the TikTok platform as a whole. I basically use TikTok generally as a platform. I go in the search bar and I type in like the typical phrases like TikTok made me buy it, and I search popular hashtags. This is kind of like a hashtag everybody uses, but it's a good start, and I'm going to show you the method. So you search TikTok made me buy it, and then what you go ahead and do is you click on anything which is like a popular video, like this mini printer, which is like a really saturated product. But I'd click on this and then I'd go ahead and just press like on this, and when I like it, I can also basically scroll down. Any other dropshipping products that is actually dropshipping, I just press like, and I keep liking all these videos until eventually when you go on the For You page on the home page, it will start recommending you more dropshipping products like this, and then you just keep liking them, and eventually the TikTok algorithm is going to promote more TikTok dropshipping content to you. It's going to show it you on your feed, and then all you have to do is look how many likes, engagement it's getting, have a look at their websites, and just see if they're performing well, if they're getting orders, and run up the same product and test it for yourself. So that's what I do on the TikTok method. I just like so much content that it procures my feed to only show me dropshipping videos, and then I just scroll through them and see what looks the best. Okay, so I think I might have found a product which actually has some promise. And also the good thing about this particular product which I found, it's actually pretty good for Christmas, and right now is the Christmas season and it's Q4, so we don't really have much time left to try and make a profit. So the product types we're looking for are generally things that could be given as gifts and things that people can just give people for Christmas in general. And it's this rose box over here, which is a romantic gift, and I think it's perfect for people to give their loved ones during Christmas. And as you can see, there's some videos with some really high views and impressions. Particularly this one over here has over 100k likes and 4.8 million views. Now I found this brand called Fabulove, and this is a general / niche store, and it's one of the biggest brands running up this particular product right now. And this is kind of like a love and affection brand where they're selling this product along with some others which are very similar. So you can see they're selling this, but what I'm mainly interested in here is this Eternal Rose box. This is a very simple website which would be pretty simple to use as inspiration and make something way better. So if we go on their actual TikTok page and have a look at their organic content, you can see a lot of them have a ton of views. This one even has 40 million, which is crazy viral, so you know that they've converted a lot of sales with this. So if we click on this video, you can see these creatives are pretty good. You can see they have a ton of engagement, and also these videos include a deep emotional response. We always want to play on people's emotions to actually get people to buy. And it's also a great product to sell to women. Women love to receive this kind of thing as a gift, and they also love to buy these kind of gifts for their friends or their partner. So this could potentially be a real winner. So in my opinion, this one could be the double whammy what we're looking for. So first up, I went on Amazon and I tried to see if I could actually source this product and find it for cheap. I found a few which were sold at quite high prices, but when I scrolled down, I found some which were kind of cheap as well, like this for $16. But also when I went on the UK Amazon as well as the US one, I found them for even cheaper. So I guess people in the UK can source these cheaper, right? Some of them were similar prices, but some of them were kind of cheap. Next up, I went on AliExpress to see just how much I could actually find this product and how much it would cost me to actually source this product for. And you can see on AliExpress, these are pretty cheap. We can source them for like $12.50 and anywhere up to $15. So we can get a pretty good deal on this product. Now, since I always use CJ Dropshipping to source all my products because they have really good rates, I decided to compare prices on CJ to the prices I saw on AliExpress. Everyone knows AliExpress typically is notorious for really slow shipping times, and we want a good customer experience. Because of this, I decided to actually look to CJ for some answers. I went on there to check and compare the price, and as you can see, the price over here, $15.61, with really good packaging and a bag with it, is really close, if not the same, to the AliExpress price. And along with the great support we can get directly from the actual support reps, you can also see when we go down to shipping, we can literally get 7 to 12 days shipping. So we can get 7 to 12 days, and most products we can get 8 to 14 days shipping on CJ. So you can see we have great shipping times, we have good support, and we can get some of these products for literally as low as $12.55. So we can source it cheap and we can sell this one high. Now you can see some of these product prices are really good, but the product price I actually found in End that had everything I wanted, the lowest I could get it for is $16.50 for the more expensive model. So I decided to copy all my competitors' prices that I looked at during product research, and I decided to take the price of $49.99 to sell this rose box for. If we minus the $49.99 that we sell it for with the cost of goods, which is $16.50, that leaves me with a $33.49 profit margin to work with. And that's not even considering ads, so that's actually a pretty good profit margin. And when we bring in ads later, that'll still hopefully leave me with a healthy profit. Hopefully we can take away around $20 per order. That would be quite nice. Now, one thing though is I decided not to actually order the product myself, and I decided not to go the TikTok organic route. So that means no filming the content myself, because that would take away from our $100 budget or £100 budget, and that'd leave us with less to actually advertise with. Now, we always say to beginners, try TikTok organic if you've got a phone and just order the product, but I lack the time, but I have a bit of a budget, so I decided to use it. So I didn't order the product myself. What I did because of this is I decided to actually edit the ads myself, because I have some general editing knowledge from doing YouTube, and I did this by finding organic content on TikTok of customers reviewing the product where they bought it, usually from like a cheaper source, like they genuinely just bought it off AliExpress or bought it off wish.com or something, and they actually made a video out of it, and then I put some of those clips together and cut them together as an ad myself. Now I'm going to actually take the time to actually create the store for this product. We need a nice brand, particularly around this product, if we're going to sell this thing after all. Now I'm going to be using the Shopify free trial, which gives me Shopify for $1 for 3 months. So for the next 3 months, it's only going to cost me $1 for Shopify. And since this challenge is literally going to be like over the next 1 or 2 days, we're pretty much getting Shopify for free, so we're not going to add that into our budget. So I basically don't need to pay anything for Shopify for this challenge for 90 days. Well, kind of. If you want to get the same deal, just go down into the description of this video, and where it says get Shopify for 90 days for just $1, just click that link and you can get the same deal. And by using this, we're basically saving over $100 that we'd spend on paying for Shopify for our store, and we're just basically spending near to nothing. So this is a really good deal, right? So I thought of a really good brand name to call this product. So we're going to call our new brand name Eternal Blossoms. And I like the name, it kind of has a ring to it. Now luckily for us, Shopify actually owns their own free logo creator called Hatchful, and if you go to shopify.com and go to Hatchful, we can create a professional logo in seconds. So we're going to use the gifts and collectibles preset, and then we can pick a visual style for it. So Eternal Blossoms, we probably want like a natural look. We can select a few of these so it gives us some variance. A classic look. In fact, let's just go for elegant instead of classic, and we'll press next. Then we want to type in our business name. So ours is going to be Eternal Blossoms, and then we don't have a slogan. And now we're just going to select it for the online store or website. And now let's just pick some of these logos we like. So we want something to do with flowers or to do with love, right? Because this is a gift business. So let's have a look at some of these logos and see if we can actually use them on our store. Now we're going to build a whole website around this like house style and set of colors. So it has to at least look quite nice. So I'm going to just browse through these and just show you what I come up with. Now I quite like this one, so I'm just going to click on edit logo and see what we can do with this. Now this logo has a background color already, but we can change it. But since our main color of our Rosebox product is kind of like this red color, we're just going to work with it. So I'm just going to download this logo as a whole. We can also change the icon, bear in mind as well, and change some of these, but I kind of like how it looks. Also the layout can be changed too, so we have a few different presets we can select if they look better, but I'm just going to go with the default. And let's go ahead and download this logo and use it on our store. Now the great thing about the Hatchful logo creator is when you download the logo, it gives you the logo sizes for Facebook, it gives you like an Instagram avatar size, and literally every type of the logo variation that we need for all of social media. So we don't need to make any edits or make any custom banners or logos for anything else. And we can also use this for our Facebook ads page that we need to create when we run our ads. So now what I'm going to go ahead and do is the next step of the challenge is I'm going to go ahead and start building out this store. And that's the step we need to do before I can run the ads and see if we can get some sales. We need to build out a legitimate looking branded dropshipping store that people can trust when they go on it, and it just kind of has that brand identity that makes people want to buy it. So the store is finally built. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Eternal Blossoms. So this is our homepage. The banner, you can see we have 70% off Christmas sale season. So that's giving them kind of like buyer urgency to buy during the season while we've got good deals. And we're inspiring our main homepage by our competitors. Treat them with something special. These links actually go to the main collections page so they can view all the products, and we just have our one product here. We have browse our best sellers, and we have our main flagship product over here. Make special memories with a mission statement, 10,000 happy customers for a little bit of social proofing. And if we go on our product page over here, this is the product page where they'll land on after actually going on our ad. You can see we have a really nice bold looking product name inspired by our competitor's product, but we didn't copy or plagiarize the product name. We just got inspiration. This currently is in pounds for my store, but I'm going to change this to dollars soon, so don't be like misled by this. But we've got $49.99 for the price, and the compare at price is $94.95. So it looks like they're getting a really good deal, which gives the customer that high perceived value of this product. Since they're getting such a good deal, and since it's like emotionally based, it'll encourage them to actually buy. Now for my reviews plugin, we also have Luke's Reviews, which has some really nice high quality reviews imported directly from AliExpress. This is so the customers can visualize themselves having the product or receiving it, and they can see images paired with real reviews from real customers of other people receiving it in different like shots and environments, so it just seems more realistic, less scammy, and they're more incentivized to buy. Social proof is really important. And then we've also been inspired by the competitor's sales copy on the page. Yet again, we've completely rewritten it, used different terms, phrases, and words, so we haven't stolen anything. And we've also used some really nice attractive images directly from the supplier. Now we have some colors: red, sky blue, pink, and blue, and this product just looks like it could really convert. Now we haven't taken anything, we've completely reinvented the wheel by rewriting and recreating the titles, and we haven't taken anything from our competitors. This is so if we do run into any issues later, we know we're not in the wrong and we haven't breached any copyright problems. That goes the same for later when we make ad videos. I've already created them just so we don't get in any kind of like copyright or legal problems or any issues, but it's still not impossible. So now I actually have a winning product and we have a site built around it. So now all I have to do is get some ad creatives, which I've already edited earlier off camera after we actually built our store, and run a Facebook ads testing campaign for this product to see if it actually sells and we get a little bit of traction. Now if you want to see my Facebook ads testing strategy, I'll try to remember to link it down below. If not, it's on my channel. It's just how I like test my products and who I target and how I do all that stuff. If you want to learn how to do that, you can check that out on my channel. It'd be too long to like cover that again in this challenge video, but let's run a Facebook testing campaign now and let's see the results. We're going to be spending £100, which is kind of similar to $100 on Facebook ads, and we're going to see if we get any sales. So what we did is we put a £100 budget on this first campaign, and we're going to test this rose box. I'm going to show you some of the stats, what we got from selling it. So basically we ran a few different interests on this product, and here are going to be the results. So the first interest actually got us one sale, and this gave us a 16.6 ROAS. So that's a pretty crazy ROAS, spending £2.40 and it got us one sale. So that's pretty incredible. That's £2.41 cost per result. The second interest, which was a winner, got us a 3.19 ROAS, and that was a £12.52 cost per result. So the amount spent to get that sale, and that was one sale. And then we got a third sale on this campaign for the last interest, which gave us a 2 ROAS. Now for a little bit of context, I think this product was like a 1.6 ROAS break even. So all of these are profitable interests, right? So that was some pretty good results. Now I am going to say that this spent a little bit over the total spend of 100. So I'm going to go back to the original day we actually ran it. So when we first spent £100 for our video challenges budget, we got one sale only from this product, but the interest that got us one sale was a £14.36 cost per result, and that got us a 2.79 ROAS. So that's way above the 1.6 break even. So we found one interest which was technically profitable, but it only got us one sale before the campaign ended. So we would require further testing to actually test those interests. Now you saw in the other stats I showed you a few moments ago with those other sales, that was when I ran it for the second day, but that was after this challenge. So technically that was when I decided to run it a bit longer, but we found 2 other interests which could have been profitable. Now if you get one sale per interest with a good ROAS, you need at least 2 sales to show a little bit of consistency. okay? But you can see I did actually get this a little bit profitable, and that was some pretty good results to see in the first 1 to 2 days of testing. So I ran into a problem. Even though I made sure to pick UGC content creators content and footage and try my best to use non-copyright material and try and take it from like unbranded accounts and then also re-edit them, I actually got a DMCA claim, and this was actually from one of the biggest brands selling this product. They claimed that I used their material in the takedown notice, but I didn't actually copy any of their images off their website or any of their content, so I don't know why we got this DMCA. And I also made sure to actually write my own copy, and any inspiration I took, I rewrote it in ChatGPT and rewrote it myself, so it was completely plagiarism free. So I don't know why this happened. I guess this was kind of like a bogus takedown to bully me out of the market, but I'm not going to stop, okay? Because this is a common bullying tactic for people to kind of keep market share and stop you from dropshipping stuff and try and compete with them. But the worst thing that happened is they actually, not only did they take down my actual Shopify product page, which had none of the content in, they took down my Facebook ads, which they claimed, I guess, were the problem when they weren't. So not only did the campaign get taken down, but then also the product page got taken down for no reason. So our product test got stopped because of it. And as you can see, on that campaign that I showed you, £100 was spent and we got some sales. But for the first £100 for the challenge, we got 1 sale, but the ROAS was pretty good. So it might be worth following up on this product. Now, usually this would be the end of this challenge, and this is what you can expect for real results. So if you spent £100, if you test this product, if you did exactly what I said, then you wouldn't be leaving with a profit, because we've spent £100, but we only get $50 back per sale. So if you would be quitting the challenge after only £100, you would have basically got $49.99, and then minus, I think it was $16.50 for the product or something. So you're left with $33.49, and then £100 I spent, not $100, so I'm gonna have to convert that. That would be $126.57. Minus that, we're in a loss of $93.08. So if we would quit right now, we'd be in a loss. But since we got sales, we might have found a pocket of the market we can actually sell to and then scale up. So the first day of testing, or the first 2 days of testing, where you spend like £100, is not really enough to validate a product. It's enough to see that it could have some traction, but not enough to just suddenly kill it, because this looks like it could work. I didn't really want to kill the product and completely give up on the challenge at this point. So think now of the rest of this video as kind of like a part 2, where I'm going to continue and see what happens over the next few days, which is why I showed you that other part where I got like 3 sales in total instead of just 1. That's part of me like carrying on the campaign. Because we tested with £100 and we technically completed the challenge, but I'm going to just spend a little bit more just to test if this is a winner, because I feel like I might be onto something. Now, because we got a DMCA takedown, and they stopped us from selling, it'd be kind of a little bit too risky to just make another Facebook campaign right now. So what I did decide to do is I made one on TikTok. Let me show you what happened on TikTok. So on TikTok, the first thing which I went ahead and did is I actually made a new campaign, right? So I made a new campaign. It was just a test CBO. It was like £100 budget, basically the same budget as the original challenge. £100, CBO, broad targeting, that's literally all it was, no interest targeting at all. And we spent £143 in total. We got 241 clicks, but we only got 1 to cart. We didn't even get any sales. So as you can tell, TikTok didn't really work out. So back to Facebook. So I made another campaign and I ended up spending £246 on this second campaign on Facebook. I know it's a bit risky, but because I wasn't really doing anything wrong and I didn't really steal any content from their site, I decided just to make a new Facebook campaign, because if they took me down a second time, then obviously I had grounds to basically do the same to them, right? Because it was a bogus takedown. So I made a new Facebook campaign. I only got 2 purchases on this campaign. The overall campaign ROAS was terrible. This is me retesting it. I only got 2 sales. It was 0.34 ROAS, pretty horrible. But if we actually go to the ad set level of the campaign over here, the reason why the campaign was so high is we just tested all the same interest from the last campaign and even more, and we got 1 interest that got both sales, but in total this interest only got us 1.1 ROAS and our break even was 1.6. You can see we basically made a loss on this campaign and it didn't really quite work out for us. So after this, it didn't really work for very well, right? So that was kind of like the end of Facebook advertising. So after 3 separate campaigns, including a broad one on TikTok, our first Facebook campaign, and a second Facebook campaign, how many sales did we get? Well, I think we sold in total like 4 or 5 of these rose boxes. So we made a little bit of revenue. But for our actual £100 part of the challenge, we were in a loss of $90 something, which I told you before. So we were basically paying for data, right? So it gave us some data to show that that product might have a little bit of traction. So it's worth testing and it's worth validating those interests a bit more that we were targeting on our campaign. So we're basically just kind of in the testing phase. Our £100 kind of got wasted in a way because the first campaign looked like we could actually really scale this thing, but the competitors didn't like that, so they killed us with some bogus legal takedowns just to kill us before we got momentum. So unfortunately we couldn't reach scale with it. So the question is, am I going to buy a Lambo and get a new Rolex or an AP with this? Well, probably not, because we're still at a loss, right? Am I going to retest this product in the future? Maybe, maybe not. You people who are watching are probably going to test this product, seen that I've made a loss and still test it and probably lose a lot of money, but be my guest. It's a very cutthroat product. There's a lot of competitors that want to take you down because they're making a lot of money. So was this product a winner? Well, technically yes, because there's a lot of people who are running up this product and making millions with it. But problem is unfortunately this product is a little bit saturated. So if I continued this challenge in the future, I probably would target some of the other interests to see if we could get some more sales that were more consistent and got more than one sale each, and try and retry TikTok ads. Maybe I might actually try TikTok Spark ads where they just give you views for your videos on like an organic page. That might actually work better than like ads. Another thing to mention is we were selling this on the lead up to Christmas. So now there's only a few days left till Christmas. It's like 6 days since recording this video right now. So we got most of our sales on the lead up, but now people have already bought the presents for the most part, and we're kind of in the last minute present part where people have already kind of ordered. So that might be why we were getting less sales, as people aren't really buying Christmas presents as much. And this is kind of a product which is mainly for Christmas and Valentine's Day when people kind of buy relationship stuff, but it could also be for anniversaries or just general relationship gifts. So it could be a long-term evergreen product. So hopefully this motivates you guys to actually get started with dropshipping and see that it can actually work, but there's a lot of trials and tribulations and you can also waste a lot of money. This is some realistic results. Okay, so start testing some products, start promoting them and trying it for yourself. If you really want to just copy my product, go ahead and be my guest. You'll probably lose some money, but it'll give you some good experience and some lessons learned. And if you want any of the product research tools or the websites which I used in this challenge to actually find the products and actually create content for this business, you can actually check out the description below. I'll link some of them in the description. You'll get like a better deal on some of the tools and things like that, and they'll also help me out as well. I'm not sponsored by any of these tools, but they will be affiliate links. But basically you can get like Shopify for $1 for 3 months. That's just a deal that helps you more than it helps me. And also some of the ad spy tools, you'll get like a free trial or something. So you can check those out if you want to use those like I did to find products. You can also click on the link below to join my Discord. Right now it's completely free. I don't know if it'll be free in the future. Right now I'm just stacking free value in there, so you can get like Facebook ad strategies, PDFs which come directly from Meta and Facebook themselves on how to make like good creatives. I'm posting like tutorials and content on how to improve the conversion rate of your website, strategies on broad testing and scaling, and also things on TikTok soon. I'm posting a lot of stuff in there that I learned from loads of different courses, coaching programs, insider knowledge, and also my connections that you won't find anywhere else. And right now it's free, but soon it might become a paid community, so join that while you can, because there is a deadline on that. If you need some extra help though in getting ecom to work and drop shipping and you don't really know where to start and you want to try and make an actual profit, then you can just message me below. Just go on my Instagram at the Blue Crusader, it'll be in the description, and just send me a DM and just let me know if you're interested in like one-on-one coaching or if you need some kind of mentorship. I'm only taking on 5 people maximum right now for the near future, because if I'm doing this, I want to help people a little bit more closely and give them good advice. And obviously good results are important, because then that'll give me a good reputation and good reviews. So I'm not interested in taking on a lot of people or having like a huge course like a lot of these gurus, but if you do need a little bit of advice, just message me on Instagram. You can also check out my course below as well, and there's also a free one on YouTube if you don't have any money. If you want me to do another challenge video like this, then do let me know in the comments below. I might do it with another product, or I can actually turn some of my other product tests into content and make like a challenge around it, or make like a case study and show like how I made money, how I made a profit, and also the products that failed, how much I made as a loss and what lessons I learned. So that might help you guys as well. So if you're interested, let me know, and just give the video a like and subscribe so you don't miss out on more dropshipping e-com challenges and videos like this and general business videos, because I'm sharing a lot of gems on this channel and I'd really appreciate if you follow my journey, and I'll see you real soon.